that involve our food, our water, and recycling. Just recently, in the past couple of years, we have seen a renewed involvement in water and food processes via our watershed groups and our community gardens. It's time to revisit recycling and get re-engaged. After 25 years in and out of garbage, what gives me hope for a sustainable future are the silver bullets sitting in this room. People who care enough, the grown-ups, who care enough to come out week after week and get a deeper understanding of the topic. Also, community gardens give me hope. Watershed groups give me hope. And recycling programs like Bella Vista and Madison County, where citizens take responsibility on several different levels and where the financial gain is for the greater good. How can Fayetteville citizens get more involved? Continue your trash education. Sophie and Brian will be working with Ollie in April, giving a tour of facilities. Malin, Sophie, and Brian do the electronic collections. Please go volunteer to drop-off center. Until you've been down there handling materials, you have no idea what our workers are exposed to daily, and I think it's really important to do that. Volunteer to teach recycling in the schools. We need some volunteer grown-ups. I taught school, and that's why when I set up that program, I used volunteers rather than asking teachers. I knew as a teacher what it was like to get to go to the restroom one time a day. So I knew that teachers would be happy to have a volunteer come in, and I can tell you when I do my volunteer work in Siloam Springs, those teachers do run to the restroom, and they're glad to get that little breather. But actually they're sitting there and they're listening as well. Volunteer to help with an adult education program in your neighborhood, or with a civic group, or with your church, or at work. Request continual accountability and transparency. Now, if I get hit by a bus and y'all don't remember anything else I've ever said in Fayetteville in 20 years, request continual accountability and transparency. Honest players are going to see your inquiries as educational opportunities. They are not going to be defensive. And keep asking questions. Trust your gut. If you hear something that defies common sense, like putting everything in a blue bag and throw it in the back end of a compacting garbage truck and it's going to get recycled, dig deeper. I have a list of deeper questions that will be appearing on my website in the next day or so.
What is your website?
I'll give you my card after this, wastereductionresources.com. I can't thank you guys enough. Several of you have been out for 3 Thursday nights in a row, and I know that's a big commitment. And I so appreciate our elected officials. We've had elected officials show up at each one of these meetings, and I really appreciate that.